Atlanta United Fan TV here with Sapoon. Really, really frustrating results. We just played down to their level, it seems like, and you know, we came away with nothing on the road.
Yeah, I mean, deserved result. I think didn't take our chances, and kind of really frustrating when it's one of those games. If we win, put the marker down, get the lead in the Supporters Shield, but you know, again, always fail to capitalize whenever these opportunities present themselves. So, and again, DC, that trend of just not being able to beat them convincingly when we should. But again, they were also as more desperate than I think we are. Currently, they're scrambling for wins, and Rooney kind of changed their fortunes ever since he's come in. So, not a terrible loss, but at the same time, not a loss that was expected, to be honest. So.
I mean, it seemed like, though, I mean, in our previous match against them, or the last two at the Benz, you know, we won 3-1 against them. They reversed that score line against us. I mean, that same score line that last year, I've been saying this to the other people on the fan camps, Bill Mead, you know, when he's played against us, it's a 3-1 loss against him. It's very weird, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of, and funnily enough, every single time they've played us, they've done the same exact thing. Like since Bobby Dodd days, like just defend, park the bus, and then kill us on the counter. And it's becoming one of those things where I just think when teams start doing that against us, we really don't know how to break them down. And that creates a huge issue moving forward. So I do hope like that is the biggest worry going into the playoff season. But let's hope we can figure that out before the season ends. And I kind of really felt bad for Barker today. I actually thought he was doing really well. I thought his previous game performance merited that he started today. And the pen kind of unlucky giveaway of a penalty. So, and that kind of just changed the entire game. So, can't really blame him on that.
Was it a penalty to you?
I don't think so. The replays I saw, I don't know if he even touched him. For it looked like he just kicked himself into the ground. But again, if there might be a different angle. The VAR people are there to do this, but you know, refereeing standards, we keep talking about it. Like, have the same standard. Don't like. But nowadays, again, you see a red card for like Richarlison last week. We're just so you know, it's refereeing is tough around the world right now. So
yeah, it seems like they've been kind of really waning on the VAR, like in terms of like really making a lot of calls with VAR lately, in terms of you know maybe the past 2 months, because yeah, there was a ridiculous amount at the Benz. Maybe you know they could have looked at what you know, and apparently they did the Barco penalty. I mean, to me, it seemed like you know he was already on the way down, and then he clipped his heel. Like, you know, it's very tough to. I think it's a harsh penalty, but I think. What should have been called was a red for Mickey, the foul on him when he was pretty much away with Joseph, you know.
I mean, see, it's kind of funny with those fouls because they've made a comeback into football again. Yeah. These tactical fouls at the halfway line, stopping the counters, and you can't really do anything about them. And it's as frustrating as it is to see. I also think we could really use that tactic when there are people countering against us. Why not take them down, take that yellow? Because, you know, it's for me, like, football's not always about playing the pretty way. It's about getting the result. And today, like, the Rooney assist, straight kick from the goalkeeper, header, and then he's straight on. So I think it kind of shows you, like, why direct football is still needed. And I think Atlanta United kind of is still vulnerable to that style, so moving forward, I guess, got to work on that.
Right. And speaking of like direct and maybe a little bit negative football, there was the rumor this week that David Moyes is keen on the Atlanta United head coach job if Tata Martino was to leave and not sign the extension. What are your thoughts on that?
I mean, rumors are rumors, you know. He's also been linked with literally every job there has been open, so
sounds like agent speak. Yep.
Yeah. So you know, but it's also for me one of those things where I think if he can replicate here what he did at Everton, like I don't think a lot of us would have a problem with it. But at the same time, I think his recent track record hasn't been impressive. But I think a stature of his manager, it's still like, I think he gets the respect that a name like his deserves. But I'm not going to go into like too much into the details of this because for the first year, like we had never talked about Tata leaving in the first place. Yeah. So, you know, it's rumors. I mean,
the speculation is going to continue because if he doesn't sign the extension, then, you know, it's going to happen. People are going to, you know, link jobs to Atlanta United because now we're at that level where, you know, you have the British tabloids are, you know, putting our name so that they can sell papers.
Yeah, I mean, I also think it's kind of like Manchester United generates a lot of clicks at the end of the day, and I think for MLS, that's what Atlanta United does. Because even for the rival fans, they're always just like, oh, what's Atlanta up to? So I think, again, with all the rumors coming out about our front and backroom staff being really huge admirers of David Moyes, so like, you know, if, again, we are fans and we think we know our stuff, but at the same time, like, none of us expected this to happen. So, you know, I'm going to trust in what the club thinks and the way they want to go forward. So, again, rumors are rumors. If rumors were true, like, we would be signing Falcao at one point. So, you know,
Yeah.
as long as we make our run in the playoff this year, that's what we care about right now.
Yeah, especially, yeah. So, you know, our playoff picture, what do you make of it after this loss tonight?
I mean, I still think, like, for us, the major goal is to win the Spurs Shield. But nothing really changes for us, to be very honest. Like, we go out there, try to win the next game. No point in worrying about what could have been and what should have been. So just brush yourselves off and go on, win the next game.